Hey everyone, it's Astro Batboy. Welcome back to my channel. First off, you can see that we're going to be doing a Sketchbox demo tour. This is my first one doing one of these type of monthly subscriptions. This box is actually from the month of September, so this video is actually 6 months old. Life, work has gone in the way, but I'm back here and I'm up and running again. So let's start with this, okay? First item up that I'm looking at is the Sketchbox Signature art supply case. Fun, feels like good material, and personally I don't carry a lot of pencil cases for my art supplies. I've pared down a lot, but I can definitely donate this or give to someone who would really like and enjoy and use it. Next thing I'm looking at here is the Boris marker sketch pad, and I am definitely an ink marker person, so I'm looking forward to trying this one out. Next up, we have the Faber-Castell 9006 set pencils. Not really a pencil person, but I'm definitely going to give it a try to see what I can come up with. And you can see here the different types of pencils that come with it. Then we have the Uni Emats Pens and Saxe blue, beige, and turquoise. I'm actually looking forward to these. I'm not so much of a calligraphy or writer, but I like a fine liner, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can make with these. And speaking of calligraphy, we have here the Kuretake Zig Oblique calligraphy in 1.0, color Sepia. I am really looking forward to this type. I do like a fine liner, like I said, and I haven't played with one in that color. And of course we have a Copic Multi-Liner pen. I'm no stranger to these type of pens. I am interested to see what I can do with it since it's a 0.05. Very fine. Up next we have the Derwent Kneaded eraser, which I love a good kneaded eraser. I love the packaging on this. Looking forward to seeing what I can do with this. And we got some Sketchbox accessories, stickers, postcards, and it looks like some art. And of course there's the breakdown, featured artist, and if you look into it, JD Henning Cantrell. Good work, and this is what they were able to create with these specific items. So now let's move on to see what I can create with this. I figured to start with the drawing pencils and the Borden and Riley mini sketch pad here, so I can just do a quick swatch testing out the materials I had. So in terms of pencils, I'm really not much of a pencil person. I never was. I'm not into pencils. I'm not into graphite. It just gets too messy. If I use anything that's pencil lead wise, I prefer a color pencil, something that's erasable, a mechanical pencil, a little more control, and it really tends to be just my blueprint before I go with anything over that's more solid like ink. But you can see the range of pencils. They seem pretty normal to me, and they hold up. They're doing exactly what should HB to a B should be doing. So moving on to the Kuretake pen, I really liked it, and it's working in the terms of the way I like a pen to work, so I can control it pretty well. And then I moved on to the Unis, which I feel out of all the pens were my most favorite, just because I'm not used to working with these type of markers or pens, fine liners I'll say. But yeah, I was mostly inspired by this color scheme. And then I moved on to the Copic Fineliner. This is where I was saying that I found it interesting because it's such a fine point. Normally a 0.05 I use for small details like eyeliner, lashes, eyes, not really outlining a lot. And then I went ahead and went with the Derwent Kneaded eraser, which is the product I was looking forward to the most. And yes, it erased, but I found it to be really challenging, where it was actually leaving new dust and fall off on other parts of the paper, as you can see right there. So that was not fun, and I really did try to give it a full run that week, I remember, but I did not like this eraser. Perhaps it works best with Derwent products, but moving on, it was not for me. And here I went ahead and started doing the sketch. So basically, I believe that week I was on a nostalgia kick, and I had put on my list to start watching again Captain Planet, which I never got to, so I got to get back on that. But anyway, I was having Gaia, one of the main characters of the show, in mind, especially because of the color scheme I was getting from these colors. I said, let me do an updated tribute to Gaia. She was such a cool character, goddess of nature, and I quickly went into it, and once I started going with the line work, I knew exactly where I wanted to take this. So I just went into it and had fun with it. And you'll see soon in a bit that I went ahead and redid it. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and started translating my little doodle sketch into a bigger piece of paper. This is actually the Canson Marker XL paper, tried and true, affordable, can't go wrong with it. Use it from anything from like doodles and sketches to doing life drawn studies and line work when I feel so to do it. But as you can see, I went pretty smooth with all the pens. I was pretty happy with how things were moving. This was a very familiar territory, so I just went ahead and started embellishing and really going for something fun, of course in my style. I will go ahead and say I did find the Kuretake, the nib itself split at the end of this drawing, which is not good because I tried using it with other drawings, and with a split you end up having scratchiness, and sometimes it dithers to the side from your main point of line. So that was something I was surprised by, because I really enjoy Kuretake as a brand and I really enjoy their pens. But to have that happen, perhaps I was really heavy-handed at the time, but I didn't do much with it, so I was surprised that it didn't hold up. Now I will say the Uni pens I found to be amazing. Very smooth, but still very light in how they present themselves with the color. I definitely made note that I want to keep playing with them in my sketchbook and see what else I could come up with. They kind of reminded me of like the color pens from back in the day that were like highlighter pens that you really didn't use for much, but I remember specifically when I was doing character work and cartoons, I would save those color pens for showing powers, which is what I ended up doing in this drawing. She's like manipulating some kind of swirl, maybe water, an aura, and I decided to go ahead and do it in the blue tone one, or the turquoise. I keep saying turquoise. Is it turquoise or turquoise? Sound off below, let me know. Tomato, tomato. But moving forward, you see I went now with the Copic and really getting in there. I found them perfect for this with doing little details, and I really do like that it's a tone and color that I'm not used to. It was in wine, I believe, and I found for it to be really nice. At this point, I went with the Derwent Kneaded eraser, and as you can see, it didn't do so well, but I kept pushing forward and getting ready to finish the rendering with materials that I'm used to start filling in the artwork with. And surprise, I went ahead and jumped to the colored part, since I went ahead and used materials that aren't part of the Sketchbox, and since this really was much more review on the September box, I figured just to, you know, skip ahead. But I did want to show you some details that I went ahead and did with a Kuretake marker from Color line. I found that they were fun and one of my go-tos when doing marker and line work. But overall, to give you my thoughts and opinions on Sketchbox as a brand, this was really the only box I did. I just wanted to give it a quick try something new. I enjoyed it. It's good for the amount that I was paying overall, but I'm not an avid everyday drawer yet, trying to get back into that, so I do realize that the materials are going to outweigh the usage, so I just wanted to give this a one and go try. If you guys want to see me and try other subscription boxes, maybe this could become a series, but you know, moving forward, I don't see myself anytime soon going with a Sketchbox subscription, yearly, monthly round, but I did enjoy working with what I got. And in terms of the materials themselves, I really did like the Borden and Riley Boris marker pad. It's small, tiny. It's a pad. It works fine. I did like, of course, Copic Multi-Liner and the wine. And the big stars for me were the Uni Emats in the Saxe Blue, Beige, and Turquoise Fineliners. So I hope you enjoy this. And if you have any comments, any questions, any concerns, sound off below. Please feel free to follow me, Astro Batboy, here on YouTube, on Instagram, at TikTok, Twitter, all those platforms. And thank you. I hope to see you on the next one.